Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Zeppelin and here we are today for the finale of Beyond Two Souls. It's been a really fun journey so far and it's bittersweet. I'm sad that it's ending, but I'm glad I was able to do this and that we got this far, and I hope you've enjoyed it so far. And I'm looking forward to getting to the end, so let's get right onto it. Hauntings. This timeline is fairly filled up now. That's how you can definitely tell we're near the end.
Good night, Princess.
Is Nathan okay? When will I see him again?
Oh, I don't know, honey. He hasn't left his office in 3 days. He loved his wife and daughter more than anything in the world. But we can try again tomorrow, okay?
Poor Nathan.
Now you get some sleep.
Oh yes, we could try and get to sleep again using this sleep mechanic. Oh, never mind. She sees dead people. Ew. Well, isn't that gross? This is the daughter, isn't it? It is. I think it is. Pretty much is. I think we've established that it is by this point. Ah, poor Nathan.
What are you doing here? It's late. Go back to bed.
Oh. Channel your inner power.
Don't be sad, Daddy.
What did you say?
It was so quick. Mommy couldn't do anything. But it didn't hurt.
Stop it, Jody.
It didn't hurt at all.
You hear me? Stop it right now.
We're here, Nathan. We're right by your side.
Helen. Laura.
We love you, darling. We'll always love you.
Talk to me again. Jody. Make them come back. Make them come back again.
I can't. They've gone.
Please. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I miss them so much.
I think that's something that went extremely under the radar with this game, like even with the people who criticized it, which there are a lot of critics of this game. And I think they have some good points, although a lot of points that I think are kind of moot as well, which I'll get into once we finish the game. But One thing that they should appreciate is the acting. It's been, you know, especially Willem Dafoe's, like, really brought a lot to the table. And here we move on to Black Sun, what should be the finale.
Has been destroyed and the rift is now inaccessible. We are now the only nation with access to the Infraworld. This situation opens up new strategic and military perspectives.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to launch new programs to discover possible energy resources and develop military applications. We've already found ways of linking entities to human soldiers, and this is just the beginning. Now, this is more important than the race to space for developing nuclear capability. We have discovered a new world. A world for us to conquer. This is the beginning of a new era for our nation.
Yes, I'm sure you'll be able to conquer it just fine. I see nothing going wrong with this.
Pentagon top brass getting you down?
McGruff makes me sick. Just a typical cynical asshole. No, I would be doing the country a favor if I let Aiden take care of him.
We played our part in all of this.
I shouldn't have accepted that mission. I was only thinking about my freedom, and that was stupid.
What are you gonna do now?
Damn.
Maybe
Friends.
I'll go back to the people I like. And the people who like me for who I truly am. I haven't met too many along the way. And what about you?
CIA has it all mapped out for me. Top tier, big car, golf meetings. I mean, I haven't given him an answer yet, but it's worth considering. Listen, Jody, I know it's been complicated between us, and I didn't always do the right thing. But maybe we could start again. You know, try and build something together. I mean, after all the stuff we've been through, maybe we could make it work.
I said no, you bastard.
You lied to me. I could never trust you again. I'm sorry, Ray.
It's probably how I would be, to be fair, so.
I understand. Well, whatever you do, just remember I'll always be there for you.
Ah, there you are. Nathan's looking for you. Come on, I'll take you to his office. Later, Ryan. Oh, you know what? I got a single malt in my office that needs sharing. Meet you in a few?
No, I don't think I can.
Come on. Don't make me drink it alone. Waste of a good bottle. I'll tell you what, I'll find you, okay? This way, Jody.
Back to see Nathan. Bye, Ryan. You sack of shit.
Some decisions are hard to make, huh, Jody?
Just hope I make the right one.
Just do what your heart tells you. And you know you made the right decision.
That's a big ass condenser. Where is his office again? Is it here? I presume it's
All right,
here.
we
Yeah.
go. Call me when you're done. I'll come pick you up.
Okay.
Whatever Nathan says,
Ooh. I suppose we went a long time, like after we left for the CIA, we would have been, what, 17, 18? And now we're probably, what, in our mid to late 20s. It's a long time for things to change. Nathan in his own time could have gone a little strange. Maybe that's why they don't even work together anymore.
Jody. I'm so glad to see you safe.
I kept my part of the bargain. Now it's the CIA's turn.
As far as the CIA is concerned, you no longer exist. You're now Elizabeth North. No identity and no
Ooh.
life.
Not a bad name.
$500,000 for services rendered. That should help make a new start.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Thanks.
Fucking love me money.
Before you go, there's one last thing I'd like to ask. When my wife and daughter disappeared in that accident 15 years ago, I wanted to die too. I cried a lot, banging my head against the wall, trying to figure out why them? Never being able to hold them again. It was like a wound that wouldn't heal. But then you came along. And I realized they were still here all the time, near me. I just couldn't see.
You got that crazy look in your eye, Willem.
The government gave me everything I needed to study the infraworld. They were interested in military applications. I was interested in seeing my family again. It's taken me some years, but I finally succeeded in creating this. Hello, my darlings. Helen. Laura. I miss you so much. I come to see them every day. Soon we'll be together. I'm working on a modified condenser that can communicate with souls of the infraworld. Speaking with the dead, Jody. Can you imagine?
What do you want from me?
I want you to help me talk to them. I want to hear their voices. I want to tell them what I'm doing. Until I finish my research, you're the only one that can do it.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Give me your hands.
Is it hiding time? Yeah, it is.
Helen. My darling. I missed you so much.
Let us go, Nathan. You're hurting us.
Uh-oh.
Let us die! You're lying. Helen did say that you did.
Keeping them here. They're being torn apart between two worlds.
That's not true. You're lying. I know they want to be with me again. I know they want to be with me.
Nathan,
Sympathetic.
I know how you feel.
You know nothing about how I feel. You hear me? Nothing.
Goodbye, Nathan. I hope you find peace.
God damn. The guy who made you feel so safe throughout the whole game was the most broken of them all. Let's get out of here. Can I do anything? No. Oh, actually, I want to check something here. I've never tried this. 99%. I'm 99% certain it won't work. But I want to see if Aiden can do anything back at his office now through the door. No. I want to see if I could destroy the machine maybe, but I can't. Let's get out of here. Be done with this place. And finally have our freedom.
Since you can't be live to greet new viewers 24/7, create a trailer to welcome them. This happening right here is a channel trailer.
Uh-oh.
The first thing you should do is introduce yourself and tell them why you stream. Sup fam, I'm DJ Wheat, an esports commentator, a talk show host, and a game streamer. I love building community, making friends, talking about pop culture, and having fun. And that's why I stream on Twitch. Viewers can't watch if they don't know when you go live, so make sure you tell them what your schedule is. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Pacific, with the occasional bonus stream on the weekend. You can find my full schedule and more info about me in the panels below. Give viewers a taste of what your channel's like by adding some clips and highlights.
I know
Ah! What the f— I brought one of my very own chickens here.
Oh, you
And most
son of a
importantly,
bitch.
Make sure your trailer is no longer than 60 seconds.
An end to our collaboration. Goodbye, Jody. We will always be grateful for your help. Jody.
You opened my eyes. It was so obvious, but I didn't want to see. I'm going to accomplish man's oldest dream. Nobody will have to die anymore. No one will ever be separated again.
What are you talking
The containment field. I'm going to deactivate it. The infraworld will spread through our dimension. Life and death, united in one world.
It's not just souls on the other side. It's death.
I've beaten death, Jody. Everything's gonna be just fine. You need to trust me.
He's lost the plot, ladies and gentlemen.
You're too weak, Aiden. Find something else. Get help.
Get help. Okay.
Hurry.
On it.
Where's the rest of your team?
Vince and Nick? They have 3 months leave. They're on a beach on some exotic island, no doubt.
Lucky bastards. Hey, I've got a couple of emails I need to send. You mind if I do that before we crack the bottle?
No problem.
Okay.
Notice me, senpai. God damn it. Come on. You can get it, Ryan. Well, you can't if you know what if you catch my drift. He wishes he could get it. Well, hey. Hey-oh. Listen, guys, come on.
You keep entities in this lab?
Good God, no. They're all trapped behind the containment field.
Aiden? Is that you, Aiden? This is a joke, it's not funny. What is it, Aiden? Where's Jody? Lead us to Jody, Aiden. Show us the way.
Try my best, but I'm kind of, you know, invisible.
Right. Now where? This way.
Over there.
Epic game mechanic.
Okay, I get it.
Any day now, guys. No rush whatsoever.
You want us to take the elevator? Is that it?
Well, considering I opened the elevator, that's very probable.
Shit, a guard.
Leave it to me.
Can I help you?
Cole Freeman, I have level 3 authorization. He's with me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman. You do not have the correct authorization for this level.
Maybe you could make an exception. I just want to show him.
Sorry, sir. This area is level 4 classified. You do not have the right credentials.
Gosh darn it. I wonder what we could do.
You gotta get us past him, Aiden.
Desk 42, hello. Hello? Hello?
Alright, try again, guys.
He's done it.
I think you made a mistake. Could you check again, please? Cole Freeman and Ryan Clayton?
I'm sorry, you are on the list.
I am now, motherfucker.
Go on through.
Thank you.
Hurry, Aiden. Take us to Jody.
I'll try. But even I'm kind of lost from here. Unless I have that tether still.
Right. Now where?
Is it in here?
Something moved.
No, it's not in there. In here? No. Is it just at the end of the corridor? What? Okay, what do I do? In here? Down here? Oh, okay. I did not see this pathway whatsoever. And there's my tether. Come on, guys. Hurry up and save me.
Jody's here?
There we go.
Jody.
Get out.
Nathan.
He's gonna deactivate the containment field.
What? Why? Why would he do that?
He's gone insane. He thinks he's gonna get his family back. We gotta stop him.
Uh-oh.
The containment field. Oh, Christ, he's done it. He's done it.
You need help?
No, I'm okay.
This way! Hurry up! Don't stay here! We gotta now!
Jesus.
There might still be a chance to reactivate the field. It isn't already too late. Come on, get out! They killed me! Jesus! They're out! They're all out!
Oh my god, I'm stuck. Christ.
This way.
He sure liked his shaky cam, David Cage.
Jody, you're the only one who can stop this. Dawkins has gone mad. He took down the field. You gotta get rid of these goddamn monsters now.
I ought to kill you, McGrath. But the last thing the Infraworld needs is a son of a bitch like you. Get out of my way.
Clayton, get me out of here immediately, Clayton. Agent Clayton, that's an order.
Consider that my resignation.
You're all gonna die here.
So are you, motherfucker.
Gonna die.
Can we watch him get killed? Oh. That would have been nice. It's too late. We're already dead.
I can't stop the condenser or reactivate the field.
There's nothing we can do. Let's get out of here while we still can.
Wait. There's one more thing I can try.
Stay close, okay?
My god, I'm coming. Wait for me. Oh, she's taking her time now.
What are you doing?
Portable containment field. Should protect me long enough to reach the condenser and trigger the manual self-destruct. Might be our only chance to close the rift. It's a long shot, but it's the best I got.
Come on, you're talking crazy, Cole. We need to get out of here. Let the military clean up their own fucking mess. Jody, no.
Paul's right. It's our only chance. Right?
Of course. Die a hero.
Gosh damn. The trio tag team going to save the world.
Black Sun is at the center of the dome. No one's ever been before, so there's no telling what we'll find down there.
How much time do we have after we've activated the
The
self-destruct?
system was designed to be activated remotely. The explosion will be practically instantaneous. We're not coming back.
Uh-oh. Time for sneaky sneaky.
The condenser zone is on the other side of that door.
We've got company.
They haven't seen us yet. It's our only chance.
Jesus. I hope you're right. Or our little trip into the infraworld might come to a sticky end.
Right, go.
Joe, don't get too close to that.
I know. Shit, I wasn't supposed to go to that side, wasn't I? Right, go. Not yet. Not yet. Now. Go. Come on. You ain't seen nothing, punk. Oh god. I don't like this. Last dash, go. Cole, no!
Fuck! Jody, they're coming! Jody, no!
We're saving Cole, man. I don't fucking care. Cole's a G. Cole didn't go crazy like Nathan.
I'm sorry, Princess. You're gonna have to go on without me.
No, wait. I'm not leaving you.
Fine. The Black Sun, Jody.
Black hole son?
Nobody will make it.
He's right. Come on, Jody.
Come on, Aiden. Heal him. A little bit.
Aiden has done all he can.
Time to venture into the Black Sun.
The Black Sun.
Let's finish this.
Here we go. Christ.
Who are they?
Souls! Lost souls!
They're all around us.
I know!
It's a metaphor. No, it probably isn't, to be fair.
My baby. I lost my baby. Have you seen him? No. No,
Oh. Clayton. Ryan. Oh dear. Ryan Clayton. Gone missing again. Will we do it, folks? Willem. Willem.
I can't find them. I call them, but they don't come.
maybe it's because they don't recognize you anymore. Your anger has changed you.
I miss them. I miss them so much.
Let me pass, Nathan! The condenser must be destroyed! You know it's the only way!
Poor Nathan. Oh.
Oh, I missed you. I missed you so much. You're the only one who can fix this, Jody. Do it. Do it for me.
And so goes the character of Nathan Dawkins. What a fantastic character.
There you are. What happened?
He found what he was looking for. Come on.
Again, I think the character is more metaphorical of a mind state than a person. So to anyone who might be saying it kind of glamorizes the idea of suicide, I think it's more so his character is an idea in representation. It's an idea more so than a person who should be followed or looked at as relatable, I think. Again, that's just my opinion though. Oh, fuck. He's a great character though. Oh, fuck, do I have to dodge? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Get off me.
Fucking monsters! Got these damn bells any day.
Uh-oh.
My containment field's not working.
What? You sure? Check the panel.
I'm telling you, it's not working.
Fuck. Fuck. I gotta think. Think of something.
No, what are you doing?
But you stand the best chance of destroying the Black Sun. Just take this and
No,
do it.
those things are gonna slaughter you.
Take the damn belt and destroy the fucking condenser.
A noble sacrifice.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Listen, I'll give him a pass for that because he thinks he's about to die, so. We're so close now.
We inject you with a neural acid, which will put you in a permanent coma. Exactly what we did with your mother.
It's too late, Jody. It's too late.
Jesus.
She's slutting a witch.
What to do with witches? Burn them.
I'm sick and tired of your stories! Jody, this time you're really gonna get it!
Give me back my child!
Calm down, Nora!
I wanna see her! My little girl! My little boy!
For God's sake, what's going on?
The twin. He strangled them. We couldn't do anything.
I wanna see my son!
Aiden. My twin. My brother. Stillborn. We couldn't leave each other. Our souls were bound together. I loved you and hated you for years. You were a part of me.
It's a really excellent way of storytelling. I think it's so easy to tell it comes from a deeply personal side.
Living, feeling, being in love.
Love you, Jody.
Growing old.
Love you.
So many things I still have to do. Another side. Another world. Feeling the wind, the stars, the universe. Being with Aiden and those I've loved forever.
Such a big decision. You gotta go with life. All of what's beyond awaits us at some point. Life is the journey that ends. Will she make it? Jesus. Big explosion there, Christ.
We're alive.
Aiden?
We made it. Jodie, we made it.
Aiden?
Oh no. Attached to her for her entire life. Stripped away without really being able to say goodbye, and only after finding out who he truly was. %63% refused or postponed Ryan's declaration. 71% took the CIA money. 78 healed Cole. 76 convinced Dawkins that he took his own life. The other option there is way worse. The other option is that Dawkins tries to kill you and Ryan shoots him. You know, I think with this game there are certain things, especially if they were to ever make, say, a sequel, for example. Even though it's a multiple choice game, it clearly doesn't particularly suit being a multiple choice game to the level it tries to portray itself as. So I believe that there is a certain narrative in there that is definitively canon. And I think things like him taking his own life, I think that's more canon to what the story is. I'll get into more of that when we're finished. 89% helped saved Ryan. I forgot that he could even die. 96% shut down the Black Sun. I failed that in my very first playthrough. I was raging with myself. And 82% chose life. And that concludes the Black Sun. Epilogue. Timeline has nicely filled itself out now.
Ever since the Black Sun was destroyed, my memory has been disintegrating. I spent too much time on the other side. Now it's eating away at my mind, erasing what's left of it. My memories are all confused, slowly self-destructing. fading like a dream when you wake up. I'm losing my sense of time. I no longer know what happened before or after.
So while we're playing the chapters in the order that they are.
It's like watching the same film looping over and over again. A chaos of images with no order. So I've been writing night and day for weeks. Trying to put my life down on paper. If I forget everything, these pages will be my memory.
3 months after the fact, the investigation continues in an effort to determine the cause of the accident that cost 283 lives on a Pentagon military base. Government representatives confirm that the authorities are working hand in hand with the investigators to shed light on this appalling tragedy.
The CIA is leaving me alone for the moment. I suppose they're too busy building another condenser to worry about me. I know they'll never abandon their experiments, now that they know what's on the other side. Honestly, I don't give a damn. Now I need to reconstruct my life. My life without Aiden. For as long as I can remember, I dreamt of living without him. Untied, without his constant presence by my side. I got what I wanted. I've never been so unhappy in my life. I feel like part of me has been amputated. Crying all day. I know it's stupid. Shit. I miss him so much.
Poor Jodie. At least Cole's still going. Good old Cole. Cole is like our dad, really, isn't he?
Took months.
And Dawkins was our two dads.
Months of nothing passing by. Then I woke up. I knew it was time. Time to start again. To build a new life.
Alone, Zoe, Jay, or Ryan. Alone, no, because you should never be alone. Ryan, no. Just no. It tried, but no. I had my problems with Jay, but he's the nicer out of the lot, really. Like, when it comes to guys. But I think, and this is what I went through in my first playthrough, when I finally got to this part of the game, and I've thought about it a lot since, and I honestly think it's not only the best option, but it's the canon option, and you'll see why. I think Zoe, the baby Zoe and that crew are the best to go with, because, as I said when I played through that chapter, it being one of my favorite chapters in the game, this is what I believe Jodie would want, because they looked after her when she had nothing. They only knew her as who she was to them, and treated them well, and they treated her well. So I think this is the right option. We'll go with Zoe.
Deep inside, I always knew. I just needed the silence around me to hear what I was feeling. told Ryan I couldn't see my future with him. We've been through too many difficult times together. Times I want to forget. He said he understood. That he'd wait as long as it takes. I know I felt something for him. It just wasn't strong enough. They took me in when I was alone. When all I could think of was dying. They shared the little they had without knowing me or judging me. Deep down, I knew that my place was there. With them. Stan does odd jobs here and there. Jimmy's gone back to school. He's clean now. Tuesday works behind a bar, and Walter looks after little Zoe. They're not rolling in money, but they manage. I never told them about my past, and they never asked. They love me for who I am. Just some weird chick who talks to spirits. Zoe took to me like we'd always known each other. There's something about her big, sad eyes that reminds me of the little girl I once was. I knew she was different from the moment I saw her. We haven't talked about it, but we both know we have something in common.
See, I think that's the most beautiful part.
At night. Terrifying things. I tell myself it's only nightmares, but I know it's not true. The only one who can save the world is a little girl. I have to prepare her. I know I don't have much time. Once Pandora's box is open, it can never be closed again. No. It's not nightmares. It's what is about to happen.
And there we go. There we go.
Next time, I'll kill everyone.
We have completed Beyond Two Souls. What a fantastic game. I love this story. I love these characters. And the game when it came out, it got so much flack. It got so underappreciated. It got torn apart for what it got wrong, rather than praised for what it got right. And it does get things wrong, but I think it got things right as well. A lot of things right. You know, and that's that screen there, you can see, well, that's why I believe it's the canon ending, because I believe if there ever was a sequel, which the game teases a sequel, right? And David Cage has said that he's no intention of making one for the moment. I mean, I don't know if that's because the game done poorly. I don't know if it's because the first game was such a deeply personal story and he wanted to leave it at that. But it feels like something that should be. It feels like something that should be concluded. I feel like Jodie training someone else who also has an entity to save the world is, you know, a good story to tell. Like in the other stories as well, and the other endings you choose, you know, you see that Aiden's still with you. Like, he's just not attached, but he hangs out every now and then. It doesn't show it in this one, but I think that's because the focus for that ending is mainly on the child. But man, this game leaves me sort of speechless. Like, there's a lot I want to say about it, but I don't really know how to quite convey it. I think I would like to address the criticisms of this game. Well, not all of them, but basic criticisms. You know, I watched a couple of things even before I recorded this last episode because I knew I'd have some things to say on the criticisms of this game. And one thing it does sort of get wrong that I can 90% agree with, you know, when people say it, is that its narrative structure does not suit the multiple choice storytelling, or at least the multiple choice storytelling that Quantic Dream advertises. You know, the Quantic Dream came off Heavy Rain, a game what I haven't played personally, but I've seen things of, and it was really, you know, based on your choices, and it did affect the narrative to such an extent, whereas like this game doesn't in a lot of its parts. A lot of the outcomes are still the same. A lot of the choices that you make in the chapters have no real consequence a lot of the time, and that's because as well, with it being told non-linearly, it's like you play as a younger Jodie, you know there's no risk of her dying because you've already played a chapter as older Jodie. As the same characters coming in and out in those, you know they're safe because they have to turn up later. So it was limiting in that aspect. And yeah, it didn't suit, you know, after, and then, so, right, you had Heavy Rain that came out, done that storytelling. You had this, people were sort of disappointed at. And then you have Detroit Become Human, which does such a phenomenal job at the multiple choice storytelling that going back to this, you see how much it lacked in that regard. But in saying that, I have a defense of that. And a lot of people who criticize Beyond Two Souls for this aspect, I really like them to listen to this defense because I think it's an important thing to understand. First off, take away from the fact that you might not like David Cage. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think his storytelling is pretentious. I get that. But take away that for a minute. This story, when David Cage wrote it, was a deeply personal story to him about someone who had passed in his life. I got him thinking about afterlife, about what death is, and, you know, all that sort of stuff. That's why I think probably the most, well, what I said earlier about Willem Dafoe's character, Nathan, and how he took his own life and how he got angry, how to look at him as more of an idea than a character, is because I think a lot of the characters, or central characters in this narrative, are representations of different mindsets of ideas based on grief and loss. You know, grief being a major factor in this game. You know, Nathan's character is sort of the idea of what happens to a good person when their loss drives them to anger, and that anger drives them to insanity. You know, Nathan was someone in the game who looked after us, who you felt safe around, and he slowly but surely turned into someone who, you know, from Maria Mercedes, that's nice. He turned into someone who became a bad person. 16%, it was only 16% chose Zoe. That's surprising to me. It seems canon to me. Maybe that's one of the reasons as well why they don't want to do a sequel, is because of the variety of the endings. It's hard to write them in. As I think if they ever did a sequel, which I like my Comic-Cons and stuff, if I ever get to meet Ellen Page, ever get to meet any of the guys that were involved in this, I will praise this game to them till the cows come home, because I think with a bit of love and looking at the right things, there's real beauty to come out of this franchise, this Beyond Two Souls, this world. There's more that can be done, especially shown with that ending. I don't think they should make the same game like multiple choice. I don't think they should do that. If they were to do it, maybe do a story as a movie. You know, have Ellen Page back, if someone playing the kid, someone playing Aiden. Maybe get the actor that plays Ryan back, and that could be your 4. I feel like even if it was a short film, or like a season-long TV show, I think that would be really, really cool. I don't think it would suit finishing it off in a game, especially a game that plays like this. And that's to go back to the point I was mentioning just before I cut to this part. David Cage had this deeply personal story to tell. All right, he has an opportunity to tell it in a way that so many people who have stories and ideas don't. I mean, you think of anyone who has an idea, they can't just go and make a AAA game with world famous actors. But he had an idea. He had a game studio, but the game studio was known for doing multiple choice stories. So your Indigo Prophecy, isn't that Indigo Prophecy, or Fahrenheit as it's called, Heavy Rain, you know, your company has become a place that is renowned for its butterfly effect storytelling. So I think when he made this, I have a suspicion that he knew that the multiple choice storytelling wasn't really the route to go. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that you can say different things and it changes conversations slightly. I think that should be kept in. And I think if you went into this game knowing that that's all you're really getting from it, then it works. But the game was sold to people like it was an upgrade on the multiple choice storytelling and would do more than what Heavy Rain did in terms of narrative consequence. But if anything, it does less. But I think that sacrifice is worth it when you understand the personal story that's being told. You know, I just think, as I said, this game gets too much hate for the wrong things it does rather than the right things it does. And I mean, you know, Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page's performances here are outstanding, you know. And I never heard them talk about this game after doing the press tour, which is kind of sad, you know, whether they hated doing it or whether it just never come up. But I feel like for Ellen Page as an actress, this game is like this, apart from Umbrella Academy, this is the most I've ever seen out of her in terms of, you know, giving your all to a role and what feels like a fully fleshed out character. You know, Willem Dafoe himself has done some great things, but I think his character in this is very unique, and even the way he delivers his lines, you know, I think you understand everything he feels at the time, and I think that's a credit to not only the writing but to how he portrays it. I think, I might do a review of this game at some point in a separate video. I'll probably go for a lot of the points that I've made here, but I'll script it a little better so I'm not just rambling. Because I want this game talked about. I want it to be more appreciated than it is. I don't want it to be lost in the catalogue of AAA PlayStation 3 games. I don't want it to be seen as the weaker in the catalogue of Quantic Dream games. You know, and even recently, you've seen Quantic Dream celebrated its 7-year anniversary. In fact, I recorded the first episode of this series about 2 days after the 7-year anniversary of Beyond Two Souls. And, you know, it's something that I'm glad is still being recognized and not shoved under the carpet. You know, David Cage still talks about it when it's brought up. I'd love to sit down and talk with that man. Him, Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page, but like I'd love to meet Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page because obviously I've loved other work they've done as well. But to sit down and discuss, I'd love to have seen how he would talk about the game, you know, when he was trying to describe its elements to the actors and actresses in it, you know, when they're trying to understand the different layers behind the story, I'd love to just sit down with them and talk about that. And if anything ever comes out of me ever doing YouTube, Twitch, the whole social media thing, if the only thing that came out of it was that Beyond Two Souls got more recognition and love, then I'd be happy, you know, because I think stories in video games are underappreciated as a whole. You know, same way as you can read a book that can change your life, you know, that a real passion for me is a story that's told and the different narrative techniques used to tell a story, regardless of even how it makes you feel. Like this game, for example, deals with grief, and you're constantly feeling grief throughout it, and loss, and Jodie's just always down on her luck 99% of the time. Everyone's down on their luck. And then you have other story games like Red Dead 2 that's like the downfall of a gang, and then but it's fun to play. And then you have The Last of Us Part 2, which has been a very divisive game because the game is designed to not be fun for a lot of elements. It's designed to be frustrating. And regardless of your opinion on how they're done, regardless of your opinion of these directors, whether you don't like Neil Druckmann, whether you like or don't like David Cage, there needs to be an appreciation for what they're doing, because what they're doing is pushing this technology forward. Like when Beyond Two Souls came out, graphically it was the best thing I'd ever seen, and it's lacking now obviously in comparison. But without people challenging these barriers and telling these personal stories, or telling these deeply crafted stories to put forward an idea, the industry wouldn't be able to go forward. It's the same way as the people who moved on from even making, like, say, Super Mario, for example, to even being able to tell a proper narrative in games. That jump came from someone deciding they wanted to put a story into this medium. And it's so important. And games like Beyond Two Souls are more important than what they get credit for, because stories are important. And yeah, I actually think that's the perfect way to leave this off, is that stories are important. And this story is important. It's important to David Cage. It's important to me. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. There's the remixed order that came out on PS4, which you can play. It's linear. Like you can play from start to finish through linear timeline. Yeah. All right. But yeah, so you have the new remixed order. You can play it through from start to finish. Through the, what do you call? Through the linear timeline, no time jumps. But I personally think that doesn't suit, and I was thinking of doing it for this series, but I wanted to do it the way it was originally intended. So there might be a review coming soon, but for now that is it, and we are finished. Thank you very much for watching. It has been fun, and I hope you enjoyed Beyond Two Souls.